All right, so now we're going to talk about how to apply the power of perspective to your life. And I'll be looking every now and then because I wrote everything down so that way I don't forget. Here I am, a college dropout, doing work. Think of your situation. Whatever it is your situation is, unfortunately, I can't use it because I don't know at the time of making this video. So for this video's sake, I'm going to use my situation of being hit by my car, being hit by a car. If you have any negative views on the situation, you need to be clear about that. Put that right here and look at it from every point of view. Acknowledge the fact that these are your negative views on this said situation, okay? Until you do that, you can't move forward. So take some time out to actually look at your situation and address everything negative about it. For my example, I was broke, I had no money, wasn't gonna be able to work, didn't know how, like, everything was basically financial status related. I was just not sure or didn't know how I was gonna get this taken care of. How was I gonna make it to the next day? How am I gonna live after this? You need to decide right now to change that negative mindset. If you don't change that negative mindset, you might as well X out of this video. You might as well stop watching. There's no point. Without you changing that negative mindset, it's still going to be on your mind. It's still going to be what you think about. It's still going to be how you view everything until you acknowledge that mindset and you decide in your head, like, I'm not with this no more. I'm not doing this. Then you can move forward to the next step. It's not going to come right away. You're not going to see any clarity right away. But you have to keep being willing to look for that. So say this is your darkness. You have to every time say, okay, I'm feeling down about this. I'm going to decide to look this way about it. I'm going to decide to look in this direction and like actually walk in that direction. Work. I say work because just because you have a different perspective doesn't mean it's going to work out like that. Like there were days where I felt like, what the hell? Like, what am I, like, what was going on? There was one day I was going into the shower and I fell. I fell in the bathroom naked. I not only hurt myself, but I felt my face on there, the toilet handle, the sink. It was just such a broken feeling. Just felt so nasty. And I cried, man. Like, what? Like, but after I took my shower, I realized like I had to get myself back in my mindset. Like everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. And even that instance, I learned, okay, I have to be more prepared for the shower. I have to watch how I step. I can't step this way. I have to be conscious of that. I learned from that experience. It hurt like hell, both emotionally and physically, but I learned from it. So now every time I take a shower, I'm not scared of the showers. Like, that perspective, that decision, that mindset to work and look for a different way out got me taken care of. Repeat the aforementioned steps and keep trying. If you give up on the first day that your perspective is not seen, there's no point. If you are like, all right, I'm not doing this anymore, there's no point. You have to work, you have to repeat it, you have to keep trying. Like it's like going from like it is darkness. Remember, this is your situation, it's darkness. If you want to go towards the light, you don't know where the light is, but you have to walk every step and realize, okay, this is not something that's in my way. All right, bam, that's something else I learned. That's a new path. Oh, forward, there's something in my step. Okay, I can't take this way. I need to make it right. And every time you fall back to that darkness, you've already made a path. You know where you can step, you know where you can't step. So it becomes easier every time you repeat and every time you try. You're not going to win every attempt, but the fact is you need to keep working towards it. You need to keep trying. You need to have that mindset of having a new perspective in your sights at all times. And especially when you feel depressed, especially when you feel like this is the end of the world, that's when you need to have it the most. I feel honestly that's when it's the most important. Again, if you're looking and you're working towards a new perspective, you have to look for that stuff. And when you see something that's like, oh wow, I never looked at it that way, remember it. And not only remember it, be thankful for it. Whoever you believe in, I believe in God, so I would say thank you, God. Like whoever you believe in, you thank them for that. You pat yourself on the back, you mark that down, and you do not forget it. I think it's so important to be thankful and grateful because that puts you in a better state of wanting to look for new perspective. It puts you in a better state than being depressed. Like when you're depressed, you realize, you remember, oh wow, I remember that good feeling. Let me, let me go back for that. I don't like feeling depressed. So that's what you look for. At least that's how I would do it. Gratitude makes things a lot easier. And if you're thankful in a state of thankfulness, you're opening yourself to get more of what you're thankful for. So it really works in a beautiful way. It's a recycle sign of gratitude. You in the center, you put that energy out and what you're thankful for, and you're genuinely thankful for it. Not even like, oh, I'm gonna be thankful for this so it can come back. No, just be genuinely thankful that you learned something, and watch that circle spin and start getting bigger, and your perspective will. For me, I was grateful every time I learned something new. Like I learned how to master music. I learned how to put my tracks out. I learned how to make my tracks. I learned how to be more confident. I learned how to write better. I learned how to map out videos. I learned more about videos. I learned so much during this time off, and everything that I learned, I spent time either being happy about or thinking about or dancing. Like gratitude is big. Gratitude is big. Think of your situation. Make it plain, write it out, make it plain, know what it is. Acknowledge your negative mindset on it. You need to acknowledge that so that way you know and you're conscious of where you're thinking negatively. You need to know what you're thinking so that way you can think differently from it. Decide that you want to think differently. Until you make a decision, there's no point. Nothing's going to work. Work on that decision. Work hard on it. Nothing's going to change right away, but if you keep working, eventually things will start working out. You will start getting stronger, and you will start seeing the changes that you wanted to see because you're working every day. You can't put energy and love and time into something and not see results. You're guaranteed change. Repeat, keep trying. It's not going to be easy. Sometimes you're going to mess up. Just keep going. Keep trying. Look for signs and be grateful. When you find a sign that something's changing and you're getting the perspective that you want, be grateful for it. That puts you in a state of opening you to more opportunities of seeing what you want. And if you keep on being grateful for it, the process repeats and you're putting yourself in good flow, and eventually you can be where you want to be. So there we have it. I hope you guys enjoy. This is the first time I'm doing a video like this for my channel, but I really want to do more of them. I like taking the time out to write down notes and write down my thoughts and, put them back into something that can help you guys. I wouldn't do this work for school, so it's kind of interesting to show myself the work that I will go through for this. If you guys enjoyed, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment as to something you learned or any thoughts that you may have, and I'll definitely get back to you. And I appreciate you guys for watching this. Share it with somebody if you think it helped them. Share it with yourself. Give it a shot.